Alrighty, we are here and ready to go. How is everybody doing this evening? Roman, hi, how's it going? I believe this is your first time catching a stream, is it not? Welcome. Glad you could join us. Just getting the playlist switched up here. Alright, I had some stuff set and ready to go before I started work today. I was able to jump on and do a few little things. Got my barracks to 18. That feels nice. What else can we do? Ah, it's the first time to catch the beginning. Alright. Well, there you go. As I said, welcome. How are all the different servers doing? Oh, we need main hall 10 now. Okay. Ooh, main hall 10. Now this is an expensive upgrade. Big ol' expensive upgrade. I gotta upgrade my storage before I can even afford it. I can get my Dunedanes though. Let's go for them. We'll go for them and we'll go for the storage upgrade. That sounds good. What do we have here? Awesome. We'll claim that. Got some gold we can levy. We're gonna do some double levies. Why not? I like gold, as a gold member would say. Look at that. Even more. Cool. Anything decent in the market? Yeah, we can get some. Mordor and server 28 just took Southern Command, and I know our warband is wanting to go to near Harad. Good job, buddy. Those are good moves for Mordor. From personal experience, I would suggest maybe moving north as well to try and get out through Hills of Rune. So you can get into Ashen Plains, I believe it is, if nobody's occupied that yet. If Mordor doesn't break out of the north on that eastern side of the map, then you can end up getting kind of penned in down in that corner. So just an idea. I'm a fan of Mordor, though. I really do like Mordor. I like their troops. I like their positioning. I mean, when you talk about troops, it's kind of hard because really the only troop that you're talking about is tier 4. Mordor, you know, they have some good troops on their own, the mountain trolls, but everyone has access to them. You know, the grunts, same thing. Everyone has access to them, or the crushers, whatever they're called. But still, it's more the starting location for Mordor that I really like. Most of the middle is completely left alone. Well, there you go. Might be an opportunity. The AI that I'll show you on my map here, I guess that would have been a better way of explaining it. This AI here, they won't actually attack you if you move up through here. So you guys should be able to just move through here without having to deal with them. You might have to declare war if they do control this area still, just to take tiles and such easier. But you could just take this from them. They wouldn't put up any fight. And then you could take Ashen Plains. That'll let you start moving out a little bit. Alright, so we've got Eowyn and Theoden up here. We've got troops that we need to heal. Let's heal them then. Almost 3 hours. That'll take like the whole stream to heal them if I don't speed it up like I usually do. I think the dwarves have most land at the moment. Wow. Cool. The dwarves are doing well over there, eh? Where are you? You're over here. Alright, where are you? Oh, that's right, you're mock battling. So I can probably do that again with you. Mock battle. Actually, before I do that, let's check my ring power. Yeah. So we've got 3 points. Yeah, that'll just get this to max, won't it? Awesome. So, now, mock battles. I can do 13 of them, which is going to take 130 minutes, get her 390,000 experience plus 19.5 for the, that's probably the 5%, if you do the math there, the 5% experience bonus. And it's only going to cost 140,000 grain instead of, what would that be, 154,000 if you add another 10% onto that. So I'm saving a little bit. That'll take 2 hours and 10 minutes. What's she at after the last one? 31. Cool. Alright, we'll max you on out. Yeah, we're gonna get that, but we want to max this first, don't we? Alright, 285. Not bad. Could be better, but not bad. Do I need to switch this to live chat, or is Roman just the only one talking tonight? I mean, that's cool. If everyone just wants to watch, it means I can actually try and get some stuff done. That sounds bad when I say that, but like, it's been seen. You know, the last couple of streams, I just kind of sat and chatted, and I love having the conversations, but I was starting to think I might get kicked out of my fel for inactivity. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, people are allowed to lurk. There's nothing, I don't have anything against it. I'm here just watching on another screen. Hey, Cody. How's it going, my man? Orange Jaloons, hello. How do you change factions mid-season? Well, I will show you that in just a moment. Alright, did I give her a point? I did. Alright, back out. So to change factions, you've got to go to your main city here. Go to your main hall, and if you see by your faction flag, there's these 2 little arrows. You click on those. I don't believe, yeah, you can't join evil if you're good, and vice versa, but you can switch between those different factions. It'll tell you if the faction is full, so as you can see here, the dwarves and Gondor are both full, but I could join the elves if I wanted to. You can see what the faction bonus is, the unit type. It will reset you to 0 though. In the beta, it did cost 1,500 gems to do it as well. So you pay quite the hefty price. And yeah, you lose all your land tiles, so you drop right down to 0 power per hour. You keep your commanders. Your troops get converted. I can't remember if your building upgrades carry over or not. Cody, if I have Crushers and Berserkers, is there any point of building Berserkers? Probably not. Now, are Berserkers the Isengard melee unit, though? The ones that... They've got the damage buff that decreases over time? Because if so, they're different styles of melee, but personally, when I was playing on the evil side, I just preferred Crushers. I really liked the damage debuff that they brought to the field. Matater Tot 13, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Do I know when new servers open? Like, what time the newest servers open? No, I don't know exactly when they roll those out, if it's a certain specific time each day or week, or when updates come out. They just seem to pop up. Yeah, Orange, if you are going to change factions, it's much better to do it at the beginning of a season. If you join a faction and you just realize that you picked the wrong one, all your friends are on a different one, or you know, if there's some reason that you realize in your first few hours, because even if you do it after that 24-hour buff, then it all gets wasted. So really, your first 24 hours, that's so crucial. If you're gonna change factions, maybe try and do it in that first 24 hours, otherwise you're taking a big loss. But as early as you can do it, the better. It's not a good thing to do mid-season or late season at all. At that point, you're better just going on to another server if you're trying to get into a different faction. Okay, so we've got Haldir over here. He's all loaded up with stuff and things and such. What do we want Haldir to go and do? Why don't we just have him sweep something? That sounds good. What are you doing? I'll just load you right back up. How about you? Can we load you right back up? Yeah, we're gonna load you. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess those 38 guys are just gonna die. Yes, Orange. As far as I am aware, you can choose between good and evil once again each season. You're not locked to good and evil at all. Tater Tot. Yeah, I haven't tried Rune or Angmar yet. Rune seems interesting. That is a really good faction bonus. I'm more curious to hear from people how the tier 4 units perform. I know Rune has like a war chariot that does extra damage to melee units. And Angmar has the Fallen. I can't exactly remember what they do, but I believe they have a damage bonus that stacks whenever they take damage up to a certain amount. And it seems really interesting. Jason, you pulled Gandalf the White on server 20 and playing Mordor on server 142? Sorry about that. Server 142. The game's only a week old. That's insane. Cody, thanks. Isengard Cavalry versus Warg Riders. Which should I go for first? Isengard Cavalry. What is the Isengard Cavalry, Cody? Oh, Easterling Cav. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a tough one. Because I didn't really like either myself. I'd say the War Griders, though. Just because I'm pretty sure they're faster than... God damn it, I thought I kicked this nightbot out. Okay, just a second here. How do I do the thing? You. How do I... Ah! Okay. One moment. I think... Where's... Oh, I closed that. Yeah, gotta get that dang nightbot out of here. That guy is... I was sure I fired him earlier before the stream. I guess not. He snuck back in. Do I just like ban him or something? I think I'm gonna try banning him. I go here. I think. Here's all this behind the scenes stuff. Okay, that's the one I want. I go there. Because I freaking closed this. And you know, it's kind of handy to have at a time like this. Ah! Where did the... It's Sensei, hello. Ban Nightbot? Let's try that. I guess that doesn't work. How do I... Alright, I'm going to figure that out later, I guess. We're just going to have to ignore that Nightbot liar for now, because he does not have valid information, this Nightbot. And I apologize for that. Like I said, I thought I had taken care of that issue earlier, and apparently not. So Mordor does Mountain Trolls, Raider, and Morgul Arbalest sound good for units. I would personally switch out the Morgul Arbalests for snipers, although Morgul Arbalests are really good. Snipers, if you're running into a lot of archers yourself, snipers prioritize ranged units and can really turn the tide in some of those battles. I'm really thinking against elves type thing. They use a lot of archers with their March Wardens. The Raiders, they can be alright, but again, I kind of found they actually underperformed a little bit. It was kind of sad. A lot of the time with Mordor, I would use Crushers, Mountain Trolls, Reapers, Alchemists, Corsairs I would use sometimes for their burn damage. I'm trying to, yeah, Ravagers, once I got them. So snipers were the main archer that I used. I didn't really use a lot of mounted units myself. I just personally didn't find the evil mounted units performed well enough. Especially when you compare them to the good mounted units. They're just so weak. Okay, where are we here? I got lost again. Okay, these guys are both good to go. We should have a fort in a new area. Huzzah. So you go home. You guys are gonna move on in. That's a 260. That's a little too tough still. What are these? Elves. There's a 200 I can take. Alright. What about grain? Ooh, sweet. I'm taking that when they get here. I found my target. I sold you on the snipers. Like I said, the Arbalests do still have uses. If you're going up against Oathbreakers, Arbalests are a great unit to use because the poison damage counts as focus damage. So it will get around their physical immunity. And that's something that you're probably going to run into against Gondor. So keep that in mind when you do run into them. Burn damage, poison damage, focus damage, it all gets through the physical immunity of Oathbreakers, as well as anything that ignores avoidance. If you've got skills or anything like that that allow your units to ignore avoidance, as weird as it sounds, the physical immunity of Oathbreakers counts as avoidance. Okay, well, you know what? Sorry, Drixie. Drixie? I didn't get a chance to see what it was, so I mean, if it was something legit that you were asking or whatever, the symbol, then I'm sorry, because this nightbot, he's kind of out of control. I unsold you on the snipers. God damn it. What troops are good to counter cavalry units? Anything with spears are designed to counter cavalry. So depending on whether you're good or evil sensei, you'd have things like the Gondorian spearmen or the spearmen from the Easterling faction. Weapon with pierce or flay for Agzok / other physical commanders. Flay. I would definitely say flay, Cody. Because that's the one that allows his damage to ignore defense, I believe, or ignore armor or something like that. It's good. Especially on a commander designed to pump out damage. I was actually, before I went to work today, I was actually busting my ass trying to get the Evil Commanders video finished. I've got it like almost done. It's just so close. But I wasn't able to quite get it finished. And I'm getting there. It'll be out in the next couple of days. I'll be working on it again tomorrow, so once I get that one done, I think I'm going to do a follow-up video on that, because one of the other questions I've been asked in conjunction with commanders a lot of the time is gear. So I think I'm just going to do a follow-up video covering gear quickly, strengthening, refining, talking about that stuff a little bit. So expect that shortly after the Evil Commanders video comes out. Do you know what the best good siege unit is that isn't in a camp? Good siege unit. So you're looking at Dwarven Siege, or Dwarven Rams, I believe. Let's see here. Barracks? No, that's not the one I want. Build. Alright. So, for Rohan, we've got 22, 11, 15, 25. Alright, Marshals are probably a pretty good contender. 12, 16, 18. 20, 16, 27. Yeah, so the Rams even do 2 more siege damage than the Marshals. And then for Gondor, they don't have anything higher than 27. 23 for Cataphracts. Dunedains again at 15. And I know from experience the Swan Knights don't have a higher siege than 27. So it is your Ram Riders for the dwarves. They take the siege title. What about double troll, tier 3 and 4? If you've got mountain trolls, don't bother with cave trolls. It's too hard to maintain two kinds of trolls because they cost so much grain. It's better to just invest in mountain trolls at that point. The cave trolls don't bring anything to the fight that's really benefiting you. They're just taking up a unit slot. They're just soaking, you know, some damage, and yeah, they put some out, but they don't really prioritize anything. They don't taunt. There's nothing special that they really add. Whereas the mountain trolls, they're a replacement, in my opinion, not an addition to cave trolls. Alice A, hey. Alright, Haldir, what are you doing? You're just chilling over here again? Ah, Brad the Bard, Iron Warrior Siege is 42. Thank you very much. I didn't have access to that information as a Rohanian. But yeah, that makes sense that the Dwarven tier 4 unit would have the highest siege. So if you're a dwarf, then it's the Iron Warriors that have the highest siege. But otherwise, it's going to be those Ram Riders. Oh yeah, we got some coins, don't we? We got 8 of them. Holy crap. Cool. Anything good? No. No. Nope. And no. Alright. Them's the breaks. Cody, region of Tower Lower. I don't know how it's pronounced, that's just how I like to say it. Right below Eisencap, if Gondor is building into it, are they kinda asking for us to attack? Kinda asking about how players perceive aggression from factions. Aha, that is a very good question, Cody. Because you're talking about, where is it? Yeah, this region here. Yeah, if Gondor has pushed up into this region, then, you know, they're probably not going after Rohan. They've got easier paths to get to Rohan. And so if Gondor is building up into here, they're probably at least planning on coming over here. I don't know if they just want to skirt by you guys and slide up this way. But yeah, if I were Isengard and I saw Gondor starting to amass here, it would at least set some alarm bells off. Make me take notice, that's for sure. When you got your keep yesterday, Haldir was better in it than your other commanders that are higher level. Weird. Why would he... Oh, here we go. We got Gondor and Isengard. Yeah, Haldir can be a very good commander, though. If you've got him with the correct skills and the right troops, there's no reason Haldir can't perform better than other commanders of higher levels. 2 more Matham coins. Wow. Let's do it. Still nothing. I mean, got a gift for what's his name? Don't really want it, but hey, we'll exchange some stuff. Oh, I got this thingy. Let's use it. That one I wanted. Getting closer. Getting closer. All right. Dismantle. For anyone that didn't catch it last night on the stream, or not last night, Wednesday night, I was actually shown this, that you can come into your, you can either do it from your inventory screen and dismantle them like equipment, or you can do it from the Matham Exchange screen. I guess I'll do these ones over there just to show how to do it. You go into that exchange button on your Matham screen. Beep. You hit the little gift looking thingy, don't you? What? I thought that's where you did it. That's not where you do it. Never mind. You dismantle them like you do gear. And for the purple ones, you'll get 20. For the blue ones, you get 4 of these ticket things. And for the green ones, you get 1. And then for with those tickets that I just got, then you can come and buy, hey, look at that, gifts. And this one, oh, there we go. You only get 1, but as you saw, I got a Gandalf flag, so gets me a little bit closer. I would love, yeah, I'm sitting here stuck at 82.50 for Gandalf. Erg, that's frustrating. Witch King or Undying is a better T3? I think Undying, actually. I'm pretty sure he's got better skills. I'd have to take another look at him, though. I don't really cover the tier 3s in the commander guide. I was going to do separate videos for tier 3s a little later, once there's a higher likelihood that more people have them. But I figured right now the information might be a little too much of an overload. What was I doing in here? Oh, Gandalf. Okay. Have some wine. You go roll something. Alright. We're still waiting on Haldir's troops. We're still waiting on them. We got an announcement. Okay. Wow, I'm not anywhere close. Cool. This is probably the closest, isn't it? Sorry, I was having a mint to prevent my throat from drying out. Alright, let's do this. Do we have anyone that can do it? Yes, we do. Nope, you're gonna do it. Why can't... What? Why can't you do the long march? What's going on here? Is it outside of the zone? There we go. Alright. So again, anyone unfamiliar with the long march feature, if you select a tile, as you just saw there, it has to be inside a zone that your faction controls. So the brown lands will work, Emyn Muil will not. This tile is actually an Emyn Muil. That's why I can't long march here. But if I come back here to a tile in the brown lands, next to any tile that my faction controls, can either be a blue one or a purple one, or a green one if I had one, but then it wouldn't be long marching. and you just click that little tick box. Cost you 10 ability points, and then just boom. The only reason this has taken me just 11.5 minutes is because I'm using eagles, and they're fast, so he's gonna fly like an eagle. Lady C, how's it going? Welcome back. Do all the things we collect to unlock commanders transfer to season 2? Like the do you mean the gifts type thing? Yeah, let's find out. See if they tell us. Equipment will be retained. Equipment strengthening, equipment effects. Items will be retained. Items with season marks will be reset. So, I don't have any gifts now. But if it has a season mark, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, then it'll be reset. But if not, it won't. Hey, Rezar. I was today years old when I realized you are AJ McGamer. So, ironic. I was watching your videos before game launch to get an idea of the game. Store cooler. Wait, are you saying you're Rezar? How's it going? This is why I haven't been maybe as active as other people. Your store in S1 with you. Okay, I'm not Rezar. I'm AJ McGamer. That's even my name in the game. How's it going, Daily Fresh? About Angmar and Rune. They've started attacking randomly. Yes, I can. So they are AI right now. And at a certain point in the season, as you can see here, the alert range of armies of Angmar and Rune have expanded. The armies of Angmar and Rune are attacking control points. Where was the other one? I thought there was one more. Okay, maybe it is just those two right now. But yeah, once season 6 gets completed, then the AI armies basically become active, and they start heading toward control points to try and take them over. And it's up to people to fight them. I had his profile pulled? Oh, in the game you mean. Okay. Sorry for the confusion. Cody, if I kill / take an enemy keep, will it move them somewhere else on the map? Yes. If you do what we kind of called in the beta zeroing someone, then they will relocate to a random location in a region that their faction controls. Alright, we are going after this. Who should we send first? I'm going to let you guys decide. Are we sending Eowyn first, or are we sending Theoden first? Let me know. I mean, you can make it simple. You can send a 1 for Eowyn, a 2 for Theoden, something like that. I don't know, but a T and an E. We got 1 vote for Eowyn. Yeah, Daily Fresh. We had an inkling in the betas, and this was never confirmed. This is absolute pure speculation. So don't go quoting me on this and getting me, rumors spread or nothing. But there were some of us starting to speculate in the betas that some of the devs actually played AI accounts, because some of the actions they take just seem too perfect, and they just seem to know when to attack. The attacks can be incessant. I'm actually not in a position to fight AI myself, But I had a suggestion to do an AI tutorial video, which I do think is a great idea. It's going to be a time limited video if it does get done, because I don't know if AI is even going to be active in season 2. It depends on what they do. But I do still think the information is useful. So it's just tough trying to figure out how I would get a good AI video out. Like, where would I need to move? Let's figure that out, because I'm down here. I could just try and slide north here and come up to Angmar. Otherwise, yeah, that's probably the best option, isn't it? Although then I've got to convince the elves, like, hey guys, I'm not coming to fight you. I'm here for the AI. Just making a movie. We got another vote. We got a vote for Theoden now, so it's 1-1. Daily Fresh. Can I ask how long a season lasts? And if I decide to go Mordor and I was Elf season 1, do I take over my commanders like Galad? No, Daily, because good and evil use a different set of commanders. You won't have the same commanders to choose from. If you were to choose a good faction for the second season, then yes, you would have all those commanders again. This is why I'm telling people to start a second account on the opposing team, basically, just to unlock even a few commanders. My Mordor account on server 100, I think it is, I've got 4 evil commanders. So, hey, it's a small amount right now, but it's something. When I start evil next season, then I've got 4 more commanders than I would have otherwise. And they've got some respect levels and all that's fun jazz. No, Cody. I don't know what their plans are for season 2. But I'm pretty sure most of them, if not all of them, know that I plan on going evil season 2. So I said I'd join these guys. There's basically one guy. I'm even just going to admit it right now. There's basically one guy in this group that I joined for. That's Crown Weatherby. We've been friends since not even last beta, the beta before that. It was a fun time. And yeah, we just kind of hit it off, and ever since then, whenever a beta rolls out, we always contact each other again, and we're usually on different factions. So last beta, we both played Gondor together, and then when the evil factions came out, he went Isengard, I went Mordor. And then when this was coming live, he asked me to come Rohan with him in this group, and I just said, yeah, no problem. I might join the same server with them. Again, just to be with, just to at least have contact with Crown. But there's a lot of other people in this server that I enjoy playing with, even if I'm not in the same faction or warband or fellowship with them. There's just a lot of people on the server that I enjoy chatting with and hanging out with. Lady C, on those second accounts, do we have to worry about becoming inactive and taken off the map? Yes. I'm not sure what the cutoff is, and I'm actually concerned about that myself for my Mordor account. I don't think you would lose commanders that you unlocked, because you still technically unlocked those. But they do purge inactive accounts now, as far as I know. I don't know, again, what the frequency of that is, whether it's a weekly thing, a monthly thing, and I don't know how long or how little activity you need to have before they consider you inactive enough. So I don't know if just logging on once a day and levying your gold is enough for them to consider it active, or if you actually need to be taking tiles, doing upgrades, conscripting units, anything like that. Cody, I meant with all the friends that I will make this season, be people I can play with next season. They won't move us to different servers, will they? I don't think they will force you to different servers. But again, this is something I don't fully know because I've never seen like a season rollover and a season merger happen, or a server merger happen. So I believe, from my understanding, wow, the playbacks right now are at 69. Rock on, guys and gals and everyone and people. Because I know that Lady C is here, so got to make sure I'm not just saying guys anymore. That YouTube analytics, there are numbers in that female bar now. It was good to see the audience broadening out. But yeah, the season rollover and the server merger, as far as I understand it, they're just gonna take two. Shut up, nightbot. You're fired. They're gonna take two servers and merge them, and so I believe anyone that had an account on that server will still have an account, or anyone that had an account on one of those two servers will still have an account on the new server, because they didn't disappear, they merged into something new. But you're going to be able to choose your faction again. So like I said, I do think that your server choice is kind of locked in that sense, but each season you'll be starting a new faction, if you want, on a new merged server. That's my understanding of it. So any alternate accounts, that's where they get started on other servers type thing, if you want them completely separate, as like a whole separate entity. But because it's all connected to your Google Play account or whatever, like, it's all still stored in the cloud or whatever it would be. I don't know, wherever they store those things. The only reason I ask, the Tavern Tips devs say you take over commanders if you switch between good and evil. Well, yeah. I mean, it does make... I can understand them answering that question that way, because you do still keep the commanders. You're never going to lose them. But how are you going to use, Theoden if you're Mordor? That's where I'm confused. They're a whole different set of commanders for good and evil. You don't recruit the same ones. So if that is the case, though, I mean, if somehow they've worked it that come season 2, you choose evil and you've got all your good commanders and you can be Mordor throwing Gandalf the Grey at people and really confusing them, then huzzah, more power to them, I guess. But I think that would be very, very strange to see, because it would really throw off all the balancing things for skills and yeah. But like I said, you don't ever actually lose them. As soon as you switch back to good, you would have all of those good commanders at those respect levels and all of that. Take them over. Yeah, and as far as I can understand it, if you ever want to play with that T3 Galadriel, you're going to need to have a good faction account to do so with. If I'm wrong, cool. That'll be awesome. You go charging at the elves with your own T3 Galadriel as Mordor and be like, yeah, what's up now? See, I'm running fear. Cody, I have been seeing purges every 2 days, at least for players around me. Wow. Now, do you have any gauge, Cody, as to just how inactive those players are? Like, have they logged on at all? Has their power increased at all? Or was it just like they had that one tile from the tutorial and the commander still parked on it? Now that would be a pretty cool option, Drixie. Have like a, like a trade-in, not like a trade, but, you know, a redemption kind of thing. That would be really cool. Or you get like, yeah, no, I just think that would be the proper thing to do. You know, get to choose 4 invitations, tier equivalent. So if you had 3 tier 1 commanders and a tier 2 commander, you get the same. Or maybe you could trade the 3 tier 1s into a tier 2 even. Something like that would be awesome, I think. Because I do think the one thing that they need to work on, and I don't know if their whole plan was kind of the long game, because the longer the game goes on, the more seasons people play, they're going to unlock commanders naturally. But right now, in the early game, it is very hard for a free-to-play player to unlock commanders. And that can feel pretty bad. So I don't think it would hurt the game to have a little bit easier time to get yourself some commanders. And I think a way like that would be a great idea. Awa Kingley, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Cody, if we only took 2 or 3 tiles, I am seeing them get purged. It's also very clearly to me that they are not logging in at all. Yeah, okay. Yeah, most likely. It's probably, and I have a feeling like if you haven't completed the tutorial, you know, they're definitely going to boot you. Maybe there's a ring power level minimum type thing. If you're not generating like 50 or 100 ring power after a week, they're just like, get them out of there. Whatever it is, I'm glad to see it, because that was a huge problem in the betas. You know, even if it wasn't people logging on to check the game out and then leaving, sometimes you'd see something like this map where Rohan or the elves or whoever it was taking off, and then you'd just see everybody start, you know, hopping off and leaving servers, and all the other factions would just be left with these inactives doing nothing. So, and there was no chance for other people to come in and fill those slots. Holy crap! All the dots! Yeah, wow, all the dots. That was crazy. Okay, we never got an answer, I don't think, as to who. So I'm just going to send some people then. We're going to send, let's hear. Cody, I'm putting you on the spot. Who am I sending first? Eowyn or Theoden? It's all up to you, buddy. How's it going, Michael L? Welcome back. Very glad you could join us. I'm just taking some tiles. Do you mind showing your top 100 players in ring, level, and production? Server 75, so I'd love to see the comparison. Indeed, Awa Kingley, I will do that. I'm just going to wait a minute here to see if Cody lets me know who I'm sending. I'm doing pretty well, Michael. A little tired. It it was a bit of a day. I went to go to work at noon today, like I always do. Awesome. All right, we are sending Theoden in first. There he goes. I went to go to work at noon today, like I'm supposed to. And I showed up, and there was just a guy there that said, Adam. Yeah. I said, well, your boss is held up right now in Kingston, so he told me to let you know to come back at 2. Okay. So I came home, I worked a bit more on the video, I went back for 2. I was still waiting there half an hour before my boss showed up. And I was done at 8, so. But it was a weird day, just kind of puttering around, getting stuff done. A little busy, not too bad. Oh, with just these 2 daily? Oh god, yeah. I mean, Theoden might take out the first defender on his own here. Let's just see what he does. Alright, so that, on first glance, you're going to see this and you're going to be like, oh, he can't do it. See? It's bad, but yeah, that's what happens if he takes out the first defender and then goes in and he's just like, raw, I can do it. No, you can't. You can't take both of them, Theoden. You're not fucking Superman, alright? But Eowyn can come in and finish the job, no problem. So, again, the only reason I'm able to do it with these guys is because of the skills and stuff that they have. So yeah, these 110 trolls, they just got eaten up by, like, let's see what damage. Whoo! That's why Theoden's a beast. 103,000 damage just from the Cavaliers. 93 damage, 93,000 damage from the cavalry archers. That's just silly. And then this fight, yeah, they only did 65,000 this time, but that's because there was barely, what, 1,100, maybe 1,200 of them. So, I think he did all right there. Good call, Cody. Good call. Oh man, Daly, if you're not taking 200s yet, man. Wow. You should have more than enough. If you've got a 60k power Galadriel, are you using the heals? Oh yeah, Theoden. I'll show you the build. It's because I've got him at respect, like, for gear. I was able to put awesome gear on for him that really helps. This thing's pretty well made for a commander like Theoden. He's got this here that it's giving him 51 speed in total, if my math is correct. He's got this thing here, gives his allies stun immunity, and then just this here giving more speed, defense, and such. And then the skills, he's given extra attack, extra damage that stacks, and now he's healing. So yeah, he's a nasty mofo if you get him leveled up, get his respect up there, and get some mounted units on him. I was asked to show the top 100 players in personal ring level and power production. So personal ring level for our top 5 is 85 down to 78. If we scroll on down, Whee. You can see that like in the 70s, we're down at 50, we're still at 70. I'm way down at 147 myself. 66, and our number 100, hey, Firewind himself. Look at that. He's showing up on the stream without even knowing it. Level 65 is our 100th player. And for power production, 41,930 is the top. And as you can see, I'm way down there at 13,153. And this is a skewed one. It's going to be weird when you look at this. This is strict personal power production because mine is 25,103, but I'm getting 11,950 from my faction. And that is from all of the structures that we own, because these are now providing this bonus to any faction that controls them. We are at war. Alright, he's here? Cool. He's got to build a thingamajig. Some more gold. We're gonna do the red book after the break too. I think that's what I'll plan that right now. We're gonna be taking. I'm gonna be taking a short break here soon. Go refill my water. Have a little smoke. We got a new friend request here. Alien. Alright, they're just talking about a dragon. Nothing too important. We've seen the message about Emmonweal Keep. They want to take Mirkwood this weekend. I'm already ready for that. Okay, that's what I want to do. Let's get these guys healed up. Do it that way. Now we can heal the rest of them. Alright. So I think we've got enough to start conscripting something again. What do we want? We're gonna need more cavalry archers. Could use more outriders. Let's just go with the cavalry archers right now, though. That cost enough grain as it was. Awesome. If you saw it on stream. Oh! How's it going, Cody? Well, there we go. Michael L., your top is 77. Nice. 6th is 72. Excellent. Ondomio, how do you play as good guys once you pick a faction? If you've picked evil Ondomio, you can't switch to a good faction. You would have to start a good faction account on a different server. To do that, you would click on the little wheel or the little settings cog up there. Click account. Account management. You can log out to go to the main page. And then once you are there, over on the left hand side, you'll see a little banner. If you hit the drop down arrow on that banner, you'll see an icon that has like a globe. You hit that globe, and that's the server list. You can then select a different server, start a new account, and go nuts. Server 11 is right around that 83 to 61, says Lady C. All these beta guys. Yeah. That'll do it. Although I've been hearing a lot of good numbers from servers that don't have a lot of beta players. Seems like people are catching on pretty quick, so it's good to see. Yeah, not a problem, Andamiel. Like I said, though, I'm really excited for like season 2, season 3, things like that moving forward. Once everybody's got commanders and stuff under their belt, has a little bit more experience, that's when I think things are going to get really interesting and really fun. Did we upgrade this fort? If not, let's do it now. And we'll get Haldir on over here with these guys. All right. Move. That's what I'm doing. Get over here. See? This is Crown. Crown Weatherby. He's a good dude. Lady C, you can go to your main hall and change faction. You can change factions, Lady C, but you can't change from good to evil. You have to change within that faction. Like, I wish there was a different name because... but as you can see here, if I come over to change faction, players from Rohan cannot join Mordor. Players from Rohan cannot join Isengard. But I could join elves. They're the only ones that aren't full. Gondor and dwarves, surprisingly, are both full. Elves has room on server 1 though. If anyone is still wanting to play on server 1, I don't know if Rohan has room because I'm currently in that faction. But I can tell you that the elves, at least, have some room. Nice, Awa Kingly. You're playing Angmar on server 75. Once you get the tier 4 units, the Fallen, let me know how they perform. That's one of the main reasons I'm interested in trying Angmar myself. Oh, yeah, no, we lost too many. We gotta wait. We gotta go recover the dudes. 144 gems to speed up a 4-hour thingamajig. I should probably cancel these reinforcements and just do that all over again, shouldn't I? Haha. Efficiency. You're getting forced to play New World, Jason Fennell? Does somebody have a gun to your head? I mean... Oh, that's probably a terrible thing to say on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, if that's like I should probably read the thing a little closer, see if that's like a word or something. But anyway, how are you being forced to play New World, man? Is it good, though? Lady C, thank you. I was scared to click that far. No problem. I gotcha. I'm pretty sure it costs 1,500 gems, Lady C, anyway, to confirm the actual faction change. So, like, it's a hefty price. At least that's what it cost in beta. And not only does it cost the 1,500 gems, but you also get reset to 0 power. Like, you lose all your tiles. You keep your commanders, and your troops, I believe whatever troops you have conscripted get, like, converted into the equivalent on the other faction. I think your building upgrades get converted. You keep your items. But yeah, it's so rough changing factions. I've done it a few times, and God, it's not nice. Not something you do mid-season or late season at all. You do it early season if you realize you've made some kind of mistake with faction choice. Elves on S1 seem to fight themselves more than anyone else. Yeah, kind of seems that way. They're fighting Angmar right now. We got these guys up here fighting Angmar. These guys up here fighting Angmar. Wow. All the dwarves fighting Angmar. Cool. I think we've pretty much wiped out Rune over here. I say we as if I've participated being all the way over here. I guess it's a good thing though that I'm in such a big group, powerful group type thing that I'm not really needed. So I'm able to just kind of do my own thing. But I mean, I'll participate in this weekend. Oh, Awa Kingley, thank you very much for reminding me about that idea. Yeah, now the idea behind that was, at the time, we had gone through so many betas that there were certain commanders that we had finalized, kind of thing. It was kind of set in stone that if you had Gandalf, you built him this way. If you had Haldir, you built him this way. And so I had thought about doing those videos about like the build that everyone kind of agrees on. I would like to do those videos again. I just don't know if it's a little too early still, because there were some changes to some skills, some commanders, and people are still experimenting a little bit. So trying to collect some data, see what I can see myself for commanders. But yes, that's something that I do still think would be a valuable video. Oh, your brother needs you to play the game since his wife needs help running a guild. And thank you, Kingley. If you can, let me know about that at some point. That would be awesome. Like I said, I think they have that stacking damage bonus, but it stacks when they take damage, so it seems kind of odd. Whew. And this is why Arwen is a kick-ass commander. Because of all the... Wait, what the devil? He told me not to do that. He told me specifically not to do that. I'm calling him out on that. Seriously, in last beta, I had an Arwen I was doing really well with. I'm like, yeah, great. Check him out. Check her out. He comes back, he's like, oh, maybe, you know, both of those heals go off on round 2. You get a maximum heal. You probably shouldn't max them both. We argued back and forth about it for a little bit. Then finally, I was like, all right, fine. You've convinced me. The numbers seem to add up. Go with your plan. Then I check out his Arwen. And here he is, both max heals. Come on. Hypocrite. I tell ya. And I was hyping him up as a good guy, too. Fucking Crown Weatherby. Gondorian scum if I ever met one. Sorry for the silence. Just guy's got a memory like a goldfish too, I guess. No, that was when we were playing Gondor at the beginning of last beta. Because we played both good and evil last beta. I was Gondor, then Mordor. He was Gondor, then Isengard. No, Jason, the reason was, I can't remember who exactly it was, but somebody, I believe, figured out that there is like a maximum amount you can heal in a round. So you don't want to double up too much. Both of those heals on Arwen go off on round 2, I believe. So you're wasting some of it. I'm pretty sure that was Crown's logic anyway. Maybe it's changed and I'm totally full of crap now. Or it never was that way and he was full of crap. I don't know. But like, heals made sense to me. But I always just healed the one that was affected by I always just maxed the one that was affected by focus damage and then put, I think, 1 point into the one that removed a debuff. Cody, I just looked at the Rune faction bonus. That seems pretty OP for higher tier players. I'll play the evil faction you choose season 2, but Angmar and Rune look really fun. Yeah, they've got that, stamina recovery, 5% faster or something like that. It'll be alright. Not anything game breaking, I don't think, but it'll be good. It is a good, I like it flavor wise. I think it's a very flavorful faction bonus. And I agree that Angmar looks fun. I don't really like Rune, to be honest. I'm not a fan of Rune at all. Their starting location sucks. They've got dwarves marching down on them immediately. Rohan generally marches in here. They're going to be competing with Mordor for land here. Because Mordor can't really do a lot going this way. I guess they could try and focus down here if Rune took this. That's the problem. Right now, I've never seen a server where Rune has been active, so Mordor's always been the ones to come up out here. But I guess if Mordor were to focus south and push through here, because they can, once they get Horondor, they can use this little island to get over here and invade Gondor, even if they don't take Osgiliath. They could also get over from Pelargir here. So, I don't know. But yeah, I've just never been the only good thing about Rune, everyone likes the little resource heaven over here. You got like trees. You got, where the hell are they? Over here. You got farms. Yep, they've already come up and taken them. But this is a good area to take over just for that reason, because there are a ton of resources. But they do go fast as soon as somebody gets over there. My biggest reason for loving Mordor is simply the Black Gate and minus Morgul. Nobody can touch you in the early game. There's nothing Gondor could do in the early game to get through this. And you can actually see on my channel a video of the elves from last server trying to get through this early. And you can see how that went for them. That was fun. That was a very, very fun defense. I loved that one. So if you're ever curious as to some tactics, or at least one tactic that we tried to defend a structure, if you're curious to see what it looks like to fend off an attacking force, I believe there's also, the later part of that video is us taking a keep. It's the attacking and defending keeps video. The defense is the first part, I think, though. I can't remember how I cut it, to be honest. I haven't gone back and watched it in a while. Goddamn nightbot. The skill reads wrong on the heals. Really? I wonder if they changed it on me. That would be funny. New skills. Ah. Two allied units. Recover 60%. Huh. They don't look new to me. I'm pretty sure that's what they did last time. Oh, no, he reskilled. That's what he's saying. Yeah, okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Round 2, or sorry, the cooldown is round 2, but that shows you that they go off on the same round. And this is what I meant, where this is the good one to kind of max out because they recover 60%, modified by the focus stat. There's a 50% chance of it reactivating once. And then this one here, they recover HP. It is modified by the focus stat, but they randomly remove a debuff. So, but this allowed him to get the extra points to now put some into parting gift as well. Sending her on another 200. Nice. See how she does. See if I was full of crap for telling him that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got stuff to say about it too. Lol beta 3, I talked about it. Yeah, yeah. She often heals too much, thus heals are getting wasted. Yeah, but yeah, I consider only putting 1 point into cleansing touch. Yep, that's exactly that's what I was saying to him. Sustain away equipment almost never heals round 3 because they're already healed to max by the time sustain clears. Aha. Alright, so we will see how this Arwen and skills thingamajig compares to his other report there. But yeah, that all explained the logic behind switching up those skills is over heals, basically, trying to avoid those. Cody, I'm playing Isengard Season 1. The top 46 players on my server are good. If you tell me Mordor is the way to go, I'll happily go Mordor. I'm still conflicted between Mordor and Angmar. Before this launched, I had said that I was going to go Angmar. But it's one of those things that the more I talk about Mordor, every time I talk about them, I'm just like, God damn it, I just love Mordor so much. Even though the trolls are expensive, it's not impossible to make work. And that starting position, if you make use of it the right way, it buys you so much time that other factions don't really have the luxury of. He's a funny guy. Alrighty. Well, we have them. They're still... No, they're all healed. Alright, you're pretty healthy still. Can we get any more? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. And we'll probably send them at another one. He's not looking quite as healthy as he did, but still doing all right. Can we find another grain tile? Well, somebody's relocating. Whoa. Goddamn chat. Alright. No, there's a forest. Grain. Got any grain? There's some grain. Nobody owns it. Oh, but nobody's even. How am I gonna get there? It's gonna take too many goddamn marches. Alright, fine. I guess I'll take a forest. Or no. Yeah, I guess I'll take a forest. Because we don't have a level 10 stone tile around here either. Or a 200 stone tile. I don't think. Oh. Same problem though. It's literally sitting right beside the same friggin' grain tile. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. That's not bad. I'll take that one. Alright. So they're waiting on reinforcements. But we have our target. Dawson Kaiser, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. You're loving the content. I appreciate that. I'm glad it's helping. Was wondering if you could recommend a Respect 5 Gothmog build. Ooh. A Respect 5 Gothmog build. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait a minute. Check Respect 5. Check the top sub-skill. Is it still Grand? You want to max out Grand and use him as a siege commander. Made that pretty easy. Nice. All right. Also having proper troops. I'm testing through. All right, so we're helping. We're actually helping Crown tweak. Oh. Okay. Whoa. 52,000 healing. 140,000 soldier damage. Okay, but it's against the Maltalk. Let's go see. There it was. All right. So the numbers here. She only healed 14,000 on this one. Oh, that wasn't a full battle. Ah, okay. Old. Oh, okay. Healed for a little bit more, 12,000 more, but did a lot less damage. Yeah, 50,000 less damage. Roughly. Is my math correct there? Yeah, 52 and 140. $64 and 90. Like I said, roughly. Old, she's doing 6,300 commander damage. 6,200. So there's not really any change in commander damage. Huh. I think that 50,000 soldier damage is worth it, though. Yeah. Oh, Cody, attacking your first 200 tile. Good luck, Cody. Let's get behind him, chat. Wish Cody luck. You got this, man. You friggin' got this all day. With Roman height, do I think you could beat 200 tile with 38k power armies? Probably. It depends on what troops you're using. If you've got some cavalry archers, some bow knights, or master throwers from the dwarves, your chances are pretty good. The toughest thing you're going to run into are either trolls or, as Crown is showing off here, this Maltok build where he has double mounted units. And the reason that they do that is because he runs this crazy friggin' beast tree where his wargs get 30% extra damage. They recover HP, and they get crazy defense. So they're a pain in the ass to deal with. But the trolls are really what you want to counter when you're going for a 200 tile. But I mean, as you can see, I was taking out 200s with, 36 and 35. So I think if you're Michael L. Grand. If you are a little bit concerned, Roman, about it, maybe having a third commander loaded up, bring that commander with them just in case. And if both of your commanders draw, then you can send the third one in to finish it off, and everybody will be happy. Alright, so we've got Eowyn, we've got Theoden. I think we're ready to go after our next 200. But first, I am going to take a quick break, go get that water refill, go have a quick smoke, and a bathroom break. And we'll return to just keep rocking it out, having some fun. I'm on the wrong thingamajig to do the thingamajig, so let's switch over here, switch on over to this, and get ready to have your mind blown by today's fact of the day. Where's the button? Find the button, Adam. There's the button. All right. Transition. position. We're back. What did I miss? Cody. Uh-oh. Sorry to be negative on stream, but that tile destroyed me. What? No. I brought a 38 and a 35 and I thought I would be okay. Command building is maxed. Roman, 5 minutes. We'll see if I follow you to the grave. About the yellow of Balrog, Lady C. Yes, the big toe is the weak point on a Balrog. Everybody knows that. Or at least they should. That's like one of those pieces of life advice. Yes, Cody. I am also curious to find out which troops you sent. Oh, wait a minute, Roman. Okay, and wait a minute. Yeah, no, Roman, and Cody, maybe, oh, geez. You're Isengard, aren't you, Cody? Oh, I feel like I failed you big time here. I haven't found out yet. My sweater might not even be showing up because it's blue. I think it is, actually. All right, that's good. I haven't found out from any of the evil players yet, and I wasn't paying attention on my account. The tiles for evil players are still defended by evil units, right? Ah, I just zipped up my headphone cord into my sweater. That didn't work. But are the evil tiles, or are the tiles that the evil players take still defended by evil units? If so, then you're going to run into the same problem that we ran into in the beta. 200 plus tiles are much harder for evil players to take. And there's no way around it right now. That is because of the trolls. There's no way for evil players to deal the kind of bonus damage to trolls that good players do. It's a suggestion that I put in a few times. Other people did that it should have been changed. Yeah, Michael. It's no, there were a ton of Rohan calves. Okay, good. Never mind then. It sounds like they did change it. That point is moot. A ton of Rohan calves though. Ouch. And that's the issue, I guess, for me then right now. As you can see, like I'm able to help good players out when they're attacking 200 plus tiles because I'm generally used to the troop compositions that we're going to see. In the betas that I played, though, unfortunately, like I just said, the 200s for the evil side were defended by evil forces. So as an evil player, we came up against trolls and Maltalk and everything the same as we do for the good side. And that made taking 200s and higher for us really, really hard. Would you shut up, Nightbot? I gotta... Very nice, Michael. That is going to help big time. And I was thinking about it as well on the little break there. I don't know if we should take this grain tile now or leave wherever it went, or leave it for the end of the stream so that we can continue the tradition of ending the stream on a 200. Just because I think I'm getting low on troops, considering I couldn't fill Theoden up. He's not using many of the mounts, so it's not like stripping him would help. And I'm kind of worried that if I try and take another 200 right now, I won't have the forces necessary to take one at the end of the stream. Indeed, Chandler. Indeed. Well, I had mentioned doing the red book after. I got tips to send people on too. So we'll get these tips going, and then we'll do the red book. Is Blaze Chai with us tonight? Has a resident tip or red book expert provided the strat? Cody. Yeah, I think it might be best to only send rune pikes. I did not have crushers in that last battle with archers. Yeah, if they're gonna have cavalry, like if they're gonna have the cavaliers, you'd probably want either some pikemen or the raiders, because they're the mounted units that deal extra damage to other mounted units. So pairing them up might help. Maybe sending them with mountain trolls, just so mountain trolls are gonna soak up the increased damage that the cavaliers do. That might be an option. So like mountain trolls, raiders, and pikemen. That might get the job done. It's probably what I would do if I were going after 200s on the evil side, which I'm not yet, even on that account. Ah, okay. You don't have mountain trolls yet. So raider, and you could just try loading up on raiders and pikemen in that case. Not even have a third slot. It depends too on what was that the first or the second commander, Cody? Do you know? Because if that was only the first commander, then it also depends on what that second commander might have in terms of troops, like the second defender. If it was the second defender, then I'd be curious to find out in your battle reports what the first defender had for troops. Okay, so for Breaking the Fellowship, number 1, we're going to do a live strat for the red book. The first enemy is Aragorn with Dunedains and Wardens. Or no, that's the dude I'm using. There is no enemy there. Let's just march. Ah, here we go. The first enemy are tier 2 snipers, Uruk archers, and brawlers. So yeah, this is the correct commander to use against that composition. The Dunedains are going to take out the archers, and the Wardens have the counter attack against the brawlers. And Aragorn's a beast, so it all works. First defender has Cavaliers, second defender has Cataphracts. Is that all they're using? Like the first defender has just Cavaliers, the second defender has just Cataphracts? Holy. I wonder if that's the common composition on 200s, is something like that. Oh, I didn't check that one. Oops. Aragorn will probably do alright here, but he might die. He died. Okay, so that was an oops. Yeah, that was an all melee composition, so really the Dunedains were not the unit to send. Definitely should have sent Gimli into that second fight. So learn from my mistake if you're doing this. Don't send Aragorn into that second fight. Send Gimli. He's meant to take out melee units. This should be pretty easy. First had equal number of Outriders. Second had equal number of Knights. Okay, yeah, so like tier 2 units. But yeah, if that's going to be the general composition, then like you said, you'd want to just set load up on the same way I tell good players to counter for trolls. It sounds like evil players want to counter for mounted units. And again, Cody, I sorely, sorely apologize. I didn't realize how off my advice would be for evil players anymore. Like I said, I don't have the experience with the new 200s that the way they've got them set up now. Oh, yeah, I feel bad for that one. I apologize. This is one of the reasons, though, that I say, you know, if you're in doubt a little bit, and you might be able to understand why I say it now. You know, sometimes learning things the hard way is the best learning. But if you're in doubt a little bit as to whether or not you're going to take a tile, it's better, in my opinion, to over-prepare than under-prepare. Because if you don't take the tile and you just take all those losses, it can really feel bad. Alright, we've got March Wardens and Sentinels, so all ranged. Yeah, we want Aragorn back, but our Aragorn and Legolas gonna get through all these guys. Because we need Aragorn for him. I may have screwed this up killing Aragorn early. Because I'm pretty sure I need Aragorn alive. We're going to go heal him. Well, thank you, Cody. As pikemen should do you well. Syntax FP went against using Aragorn as one of my main commanders. Just heard so many reports of my fellowship members how many soldiers they lose when using him. Ask your fellowship members if any of them have invested points into the Dunedain Chieftain skill tree. That is an essential skill tree for Aragorn, in my opinion. I actually would, like, with my Aragorn, I have maxed Anduril. But that's because I knew I wouldn't be using him as a main commander early. If I was using Aragorn as a main commander early on, I would actually max the Dunedain Chieftain skill tree before going into Anduril, because the troops make more of a difference in the early game than the commanders do. Alright, we're going to just kill Gimli on these guys, I think. Or no, we're going to save Gimli for them. So we'll send Legolas in here. Rah! Michael L. I don't even think I grabbed the unit healing on this one. Could be remembering wrong. You might not have. Like I said, I really think I screwed up big time not paying attention to what units were on that second commander. And I just sent Aragorn not even thinking, and they all died. It's Sensei. It is 5 level 45s, 5 commanders, enough to take a 300 power land. Maybe? It very well could, because you're only facing 50s at that point. You'd want to have a maxed out training camp or military academy. You'd want to have probably at least 1 or 2 leaders in there so that they had their extra 5 command points as well. You'd want every single one of them full on troops. You'd want all the perfect skills. You'd want gear out the wazoo. But yeah, you could probably do it. It's tough. That's the reason I'm being so extreme about that, Sensei, is because 300s are just a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to lie about it. Like, just brutal sometimes. Personally, Cervantes, I would... Okay, so, sorry, I gotta read the first one probably first. Paul Cervantes, how's it going? If this is your first time here, I don't think it is, though. Welcome back, or welcome to. Been watching your vids and learning a bunch. Really cool. Mentioned Kamul with a build Crushers, Trolls, Reapers. What kind of ratio do you think best? Okay, so you want to up the Trolls in that one. Sacrifice probably 300 Crushers, drop them down to 1200, the same as the Reapers, and put all 300 command points into Trolls. You don't need a ton of Crushers. You could even probably drop them to 1,000 if you want more Trolls or more Reapers. But I would say as a baseline for Trolls, you want at least 100 going in. They have actually, but still they lose too many troops. Huh. We are Erebor though, so I just went with Gimli and got King of the Dead as my secondary commander. Got him from the free daily tokens yesterday. Good job, Syntax. Nice friggin' pull, man. I liked King of the Dead. I actually got to use him in the last beta. I unlocked him. And yeah, I actually liked him myself. He can be a little bit tricky to use, but he's really interesting. He brings some really interesting things to the fight. So, congrats on that. And Gimli is a great commander, especially for dwarves. You can really make use of his dwarf and elf relations tree. And then start using the elven units along with your dwarves and really have some fun. Because those Iron Warriors, man, those things are crazy. And Syntax, yeah. The thing is, like, when you put Iron Warriors on, once you get them, obviously, when you put them on a commander like Aragorn with Dunedain Chieftain, I don't know if there is a unit in the game that has higher defense than Iron Warriors with that setup. So there's got to be something else contributing to those troop losses, whether it's being hard countered. Read the battle reports. You can check public reports too, so I'll show you those when I get out of here. If they're members in your fellowship, like you said, you should be able to read their battle reports, and you might be able to find something that they missed. Like I said, it's something like a hard counter. If, you know, they're using ranged units and somebody uses Dunedains, well, they're going to get around the Iron Warriors or the Guardians or the whatever frontline unit there is and go straight for those archers. Yeah, I'm just, like, I will admit, I use a lot of late game troop terms because I know eventually people will get there. And because I use them so much, those are the only names I really remember. I can't exactly remember the tier 3 footmen for dwarves are the Guardians. The tier 2 are the Shield Bearers. So I mean, your Guardians, same thing though. The Guardians have they have I think 100 defense. And then if you add that to Aragorn's Dunedain Chieftain, giving him another 35, 135 defense. So there may be, like I said, something in the reports that can let you know what's doing that. Like I said, public reports are a thing. You can just come right up here in your reports menu, go from user to public, and it'll show the following types of battle reports generated by their players. When one's own factions, significant structures are attacked, battle reports generated by fellowship/warband members. And you can find a lot of useful information out in these. See what their builds are, see what troops they're using. Like I said, someone like this, he's got it all split between the two. Nice. Keep grinding it out, and you'll eventually get there. Ouch, Roman. That hurts. I should go grab that Discord link and pop the real one into the channel. Where'd the... Okay, copy. Did it copy? I think it copied. Alright, we'll minimize you again. We'll minimize you again. So, Nightbot's a liar. Use that one. That is the real Discord link. Yeah, I agree, Syntax. And you know, one of my big things whenever I play dwarves, basically all I ever want to see from the dwarven factions is I just want to see the dwarves take Moria, okay? Is that too much to ask? I just want the dwarves to go take Moria. Lyndon makes good chocolates, eh? I'd accept them too. Which way should we go? Go against some wargs and some bats, or go against some spiders and some bats? For some reason I want to say I usually take the middle path on this one, so that's what we're gonna... Oh crap, I didn't check who I was using. Hopefully he wins. He won. Cool. Go Ukthak. Yeah, go ahead and take them out too. Why is Lurtz talking? I'm using Ukthak. Come on now. Skip. We got a whole bunch of these dudes. I mean, sure, we don't have any mounted units, so should be a pretty good fight. Yep. Alright, so far Ukthak can just wander right on down the main middle path all by himself. So do we want to go against, the hell are these, horseback archers? Or, no, we want to go against militia. They do less damage. Cody, non-game related question. Have you read LOTR? If so, when did you? I think I was 13 or so when I first read it. I can't... Oh, I think I was 10 or 12. And I can't remember if I even finished it, to be honest, because I was into a few different fantasy series when I was younger. And I remember around the same time I was reading that, I had just gotten into a new Dragonlance series. And I think I was just starting to get into Forgotten Realms at that point as well. So I found the writing of Lord of the Rings a little bit more dry in comparison to Dragonlance and Forgotten Realms at that age. And so like I said, I can't even remember if I actually finished the book. Books. couldn't hear the S there. Might be biased, but as for my server, I believe either us dwarves or Loth will win. You never know. A lot can happen. Yeah, there's a lot more in the books that, you know, wasn't included in the movies and stuff. But yeah, it was, I don't know. I just didn't click with the writing style quite the same. Alright, let's go. Oh, God. Oh, like 300. The Swan Knights. We won. You were into Dragonlance, Cody. Awesome. Wheel of Time? No, I did not get into Wheel of Time, actually. I just don't think I was able to find it. I didn't buy a lot of books back then. I just got them from the library. So, they had a bunch of Dragonlance books. One of my favorite characters from any fiction series is Raceland Majir. Dude's a fucking boss. Only person to ever make Lord Soth bow to him. So this one here, I specifically won't send Dunedains against these because they're not ranged. So again, we're going to go with Gimli because the units he's using do counter melee units really well. I mean, our region total is at 6, but these elves are cocky in world chat. Yeah, elves always are. It seems like even if people that play elves don't plan on doing any kind of role play, you play an elf long enough and you're just going to start to get that kind of hoity-toity attitude, I find. And like, dwarves always seem to be the underappreciated underdog on their server, and so they get their own kind of like dwarvish attitudes, and everyone seems to end up falling into their roles really well, I find, by the end of a server. It's pretty funny. And you see the pride come out. It's great. Go die, Gimli. Go die. Yep. No, don't fight. I told him to die. He did his fucking job, alright? Yeah, we're gonna go fight with you. Although, not a great matchup. I'd rather have the Dunedains for these two fights, so. We're gonna do it this way. Should work. Skip. Skip. Ah, god damn it, I hit too many arrows. See, that's why skipping can be bad. But it worked. Legolas is fine. Go down through the trees. Smack these guys around. Yeah, they called us gnomes instead of dwarves. That would, like you said, the audacity. The absolute audacity. Just call them unevolved orcs. That should get under their skin. $300 Dunedanes. Going after a whole bunch of snipers. Saying fuck those Snagathrax. They'll die eventually. He wins. Success. Cool. I got stuff and things. And we got another one. Hey, cool. It's only got 2. The Fangorn Skirmish. Oh boy. Where's Blaze Chai when you need him? I don't want to experiment on this one. Oh yeah, I remember I hated this one anyway. We're going to save this one. We're going to save that one for tomorrow, or for the next Monday's stream. Monday's stream, that's what it is. Because yeah, I'm not doing Fangorn Skirmish tonight. I hated that one in the beta, unless they've made some changes to it. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it was just RNG getting me in the beta, Roman. I find it a very RNG heavy fight. There are just certain times that you need outcomes. We'll probably go for another 45 minutes here, Sensei. Planned on going for about 3 hours tonight. Yeah, sometimes it does, Roman. And like I said, I'm just not ready to deal with the RNG tonight if it decides not to agree with me. So I'm going to make a judgment call and just save that one for Monday. And who knows, maybe by then, Blaze will have our Red Book strats out. I haven't actually checked the Discord. He might even have it posted. If anyone's on the Discord taking a peek, if Blaze has updated the Red Book strats, let me know. Okay, here we go. I think it's definitely worth. Plus every level at the moment will only add more healing. Well, good should be the last heal, as it's a low heal. Yeah. Okay, center again. Ooh, this one looks better. 70,000 healing, 150. Wow. That one did really well. My man playing Rohan. Deep down, I regret not being Rohan. Maybe next season. I probably won't be Rohan, Syntax, next season. Lady C. Nope, I checked. Oh, the Discord. Thank you, Lady C. Sorry. Took me a minute to catch back up there, but we got there. I'm with it. I posted what was on the 200 tile, and man, it hurt to lose those units. But at least I know what I should try next. You posted it to the Discord, Roman? Because I'd be curious to take a peek at... Who the hell's messaging me? Oh, Andrew Fournette. Jeez, I haven't talked to him since I was out west. I'm just going to send him a quick little hello, if everybody doesn't mind. I got along with him really well when I was working out west. Something inside me just screams Rohan, but it'll probably end up being Linden or Arnor next season. Rohan's marshals are extremely powerful. They can pay off, and the Cavaliers, the focus on Theoden and Eowyn as your early commanders, as you can see, it allows these guys to be able to do some pretty interesting things. They can take 200s early if you get them to the right respect levels and put the right skills on them. And yeah, it's the only reason that they have a bit of a bad reputation, maybe, is because in the betas, they didn't ever seem to get a lot of players. They never seemed to have a huge population, so they never really got to do much. They never made a huge impact. But it doesn't mean that they're not a strong faction. They have the fastest march speeds, at least on the good side. And that really helps. In PvP, you can do what's called bouncing people. If I end up seeing PvP in this server, I will probably cover bouncing. But it can be a very useful tactic, and it requires a higher speed generally, or luck if you're slower, to be able to do it. And man, you can really frustrate your enemy. Okay, sorry, just getting that message out to him. I just wanted to say hi. Hope he's doing well. He was a younger guy that kind of got along with when I was out there working in a kitchen at a hotel, and taught him a few things. Actually ended up teaching him how to play pool, and he became a really good pool player by the time I left. It was pretty great to see. I was really proud of it. I'm hoping he's still at it. By the way, is it true next season Linden, Arnor, Angmar, and Rune will be playable on normal servers? As far as I know right now, it's just a rumor. I haven't seen any confirmation from the devs that next season all factions will be playable on normal servers. I believe that's just player speculation. So I'm not expecting it myself. Like, I'm not going into Season 2 expecting to see all of the factions playable. If it happens, it will be a nice surprise. The only reason I say I'm not expecting it is because I've expected it now twice. I expected it in the last beta, and I expected it for live. It didn't come to fruition either time, so I'm not doing it for a third time. I expect Season 2 to release like this, and if it doesn't, well, awesome. I'll be really surprised. Pleasantly surprised, as they say. Alright, we've only got 48 minutes left on this, so we're just going to speed this up. And then we're going to do it again, because we still don't have enough storage capacity to do the thing. We'll actually need to do it one more time even in order to get enough stone, I think. So that's fun. Oh yeah, Rohan is doing the worst on my server at the moment. Well, there you go. See? What is the right skill prioritization for Eowyn, Éomer, Theoden? So like, I'll show you what's making mine work right now. I got Theoden to respect 5 right away and went into Horsemaster. And then after that, I came over and took Rohirrim. And now I'm going into Arid Leader, because they just all boost mounted units so much that it's actually worth maxing these. And it's, for me, it's worth not even going into any of the secondary skills right now, because I wanted that, I wanted that, I wanted all of that, and I kind of want all of this. So if I gotta sacrifice the secondary skill trees to get all of that, so be it. It's only 45 points. I know I'll have at least 5 points to spend elsewhere. And once I max this, then I'll focus on where to spend those. Eowyn is a bit of a different story. She's another one that I did get her to respect 5, but initially I maxed out Rohirrim on her. After maxing out Rohirrim, I believe that's when I came over to White Lady of Rohan and maxed it. Then maxed out Frontline Rescue. Then came back over to max Cleave. Or no, maybe I maxed Cleave before coming over here just to get the extra damage. Either way is a good way of doing it. And now I'm going into Nobility to increase men damage by 21%. Eomer, again, Rohirrim is basically the first one you want to max on all of them. The only reason I didn't on Theoden is because I had him at respect 5 and I was able to go into the big damage one. Otherwise, you want to max Rohirrim and then for him go into Marshal of the Mark. But yeah, because of those 3 things, they basically only use mounted units. You don't put anything else on them but horses, because it's a waste. But when you do, you put something like Cavaliers and Marshals on them, then man oh man. I don't know if, actually yeah, Syntax, I don't know if you saw the report, but like I'll show you an example of what kind of damage Theoden does here. So with that kind of build, his like he only did 20,000. He's doing fuck all. But his soldiers already at level 31, his soldiers are doing 197,191 damage, and 103,000 of that is coming from Cavaliers. So yeah. And Eowyn, not quite as hefty, but still some decent numbers. Yeah. I mean, you think that's good. Like I said, for evil commanders, I have been telling people on stream so that anyone can catch it when they're watching. For evil commanders, for Agzok, I'm pretty sure my highest numbers for Agzok for commander damage were somewhere around 257,000 to like 292 or 297,000 commander damage coming out of Agzok. Those were fun reports. It was always great getting into PvP with people there and seeing them throw some big guy in and be like, oh, okay. You think that guy's doing some commander damage, do you? Well, schmack! Just crush them. Easier defender though, but still. I kind of feel the same. Yeah, those are my true feelings right now, if people can actually read that. I'm not actually enjoying Server 1 in this state. I don't like playing games this way, especially a game like this that's, you know, it's really unfair what we're doing. we're all beta players that have more experience, and we're using every piece of it to get every advantage. I don't blame people in Gondor or Mordor or where I don't blame any players on this server for just giving up and saying, screw it, you guys want to just roll over everybody, then we'll go find other servers to play on where we actually have a chance, and leave the server to you guys. That's exactly what we did to the elves on server 1 last beta. They were doing this kind of thing to people where they weren't giving anyone an inch, really. They just took over. Oh, there's empty land, let's go take it. And it was really annoying for all of us. Like, we were playing Gondor, and it was really tough. We were one of the stronger factions fighting back against them. But, like, Rohan at one point, I think, had been pushed right down into Edoras. They only had this one area. And there was a bunch of us that said, you know what? When the evil factions get released, let's make sure that we don't play on the same server as that group of elves, because we didn't enjoy that. And so we did. We went in when it launched with evil factions, and we all picked the new servers. Everybody went in, and we figured out, okay, they're on that server, we're all going to join this different server. And that's why we all ended up on server 4. Because we just didn't want to deal with that group again. Well, what do these guys think is going to happen now? The exact same thing. Nobody is going to want to deal with any players from these Rohan factions if they think this is the kind of player we are. So, I don't know. It's tough for me. Because I do like a lot of the guys in the faction. I'm not saying they're bad guys. I just don't enjoy this play style. We all know that this is a slower paced game, requires some patience. There's no need to have this kind of crazy lead just over a week into the game. So, I apologize if I'm bringing the energy down in the stream from where it usually is. But with Crown and I having this chat, I just figured I'd kind of level with you guys as to what my true feelings are. I can completely understand people on this server not having a fun time of it. The gold avatars just mean that you played in the beta, basically. Nothing other than that. It was just something that the devs gave to the beta players. Low-key. Yeah, so I'll get back to the stream chat now. Get off of that little rant that I was on. Eowyn seems like one of the best, if not the best, starting commanders. What the hell? She definitely is. She definitely is. Now, the thing with it, you need to get her to respect 5 to really take advantage of her. And I'll show you that again here. If you don't get her to respect 5, she doesn't get any of her healing. She doesn't get the stun immunity. She doesn't get this big heal on round 3. She doesn't get to increase damage. At that point, you're relying on Rohirrim, which, yeah, it does a good amount of damage. But you don't have a lot at that point to reduce damage. You're kind of relying then on the Shield Maiden tree with defensive stance, and it is not nearly the same as having 30% HP every round and a big heal on round 3. So again, she is a great starting commander, but there's a bit of an asterisk there. Yeah, Syntax Rohan is crushing it. Awesome, Lady C. It'd be great to... We should actually, I should write that down. That would be a great, I think, separate channel to have. Just like a channel where everybody could go and post their server pictures. Ah. Sorry, just Andrew sent me a message here again. Just sending a quick little response. Trying to do it like one finger to the corner of my eye. Alright. There we go. We got that done. And what's Crown saying here? Yes and no. Because of that, Rez has deals with Eisen and Gondor. Oh god, other fells are already out east. We can't get through Black Gate. We only have one option, which is to attack elves. You should see the chat I'm having with Rez, half tearing him a new one. Oh boy. Fun stuff indeed. I've been really confused as to what's going on this whole. Okay. Okay, so yes, I got the what progress thing on your server. Me and Lady C are on the same server. Hey, there you go, Drixie. Lady C. You guys maybe neighbors, maybe enemies. Who knows? Server progress. We are on 7. We need 500 rings to reach level 65. I'm doing my part. I think I'm at, what, 69? 63. I'm not doing my part. I'm a liar. Okay. I need 2 levels. Check Discord in a few. Will do. Which one? I have too many Discords to check now. Tisrell's gonna take a 2-hour nap. Wow. Alright, let's see how the prep is going over here at Central Mirkwood. We're not attacking it yet, are we? Okay, we're not. Good. Oh shit, level 45. I don't have any level 45s. I guess I'm just good for siege damage here. Wow. I don't know. Theoden's got 55 command points, so he's doing alright. We'll get prepared, do our final preparations to take the 200 for the end of the stream. Hey, look at that. We can get Theoden some more troops. Haldir. What do we want you to go do, Haldir? Because, like, you're just sitting here doing fuck all. Wait, you can, like, path us. You can get... Where the hell was that tile? Right here. Haldir. Get us over there. Go do some work, man. Haldir's lazy. I tell ya. And Drixie, I don't know if I properly welcomed you to the stream earlier. I believe this is the first time I've seen you in stream. So if so, welcome. Thank you for joining us. PMs. Okay. See, that's the easier way to do it. Alright, so we got Haldir making us a path over here. We'll probably spend some gold on some troops. We got 139,000. Why not? Calves, yeah, we'll just put them on up to 9. And then soon we'll be able to get that to max. That'll be nice. I don't think I've upgraded my bearmen. Bearnings or burnings or what the hell ever you want to call them. So we'll give them a few levels too. Yeah, I'm happy with that for now. How the sharpshooters doing? Yeah, I'm happy with that for now too. Looks good. I don't want to use all my gold. Not quite yet. Alright, we're still at war for 4 hours, but I ain't doing anything with that war buff. Got our new Noldor sword. Do we want to use that to refine this one? I think so. Yep. After the commander performs a normal attack, 50% chance of dealing an additional 53.3% focus damage. Effect modified by focus stat. We are going to refine that shit. What's this one? Against enemy melee units, damage received 3%. Might, army speed men. Do I want to refine this one? Or do I want to strengthen it? Could strengthen it with one of these. Do I want to give that to anyone? It's the only reason I haven't used those for strengthening yet, because I think I want to equip somebody with some of these. If you occupy Fangorn's crossings, it will become part of your faction. Or how? Nope. I believe Fangorn and Celebrant Fields. Yeah, these are ones that stay neutral. They don't have keeps. Same with Near Harad. It does not have any keep to take, so you cannot take control of it. Paths of the Dead is also neutral, as well as the Eastern Wastes. I believe those are the only areas. I don't think there are any areas in the north that remain neutral. So yeah, they're all located down in like this area. Oh, Entwash as well. Oh wait, no, yeah, sorry, Carrick and Gladden Fields. I knew there was a couple up here. Also cannot be taken. They've got to have some sort of control point in order to actually take control of the region. Yes, Galadriel is very good. I needed to put some points into her anyway, so we'll show you here. This Mistress of Magic increases her focus damage. Her normal attacks cause focus damage. This deals focus damage twice. I'll end up putting more points into this after I'm done down here. This one applies Madness. This increases the recovery that allied units receive by 30% and increases her focus. And then this is the big heal that she gets. Round 8, units recover. I think it's 300% at max. Might be even higher. It will be. It'll be 380% at max. And that's modified by the focus stat. So that becomes a really big heal when paired with this. And then you put a point into this for them to, or maybe even more, to increase the chance that they remove a random debuff. If you can get her to respect 3, then she reduces damage. Yeah, it comes into effect again. What's here? High alert, even less damage from burn and poison, I believe, and increases the damage to Uruk-hai, orcs, and trolls. And then if you can get her to respect 5, which my good buddy there, Crown, did, this increases her focus by 30% at max. Plus, it gives it just 15 focus, which is huge. And then she's got another heal. One allied unit, 51% HP, gain 50% chance of recovering an additional 51 HP. So she can be a healing machine. And then, yeah, magical barrier is really good. Defense plus 25%, or plus 25 or something like that. During combat, modified by focus. So I had originally unlocked Arwen and was going to use her as my healing commander. But then all of a sudden I did get the gifts to unlock Galadriel and thought, okay, I'm being told to switch. So, how much stamina does she have? 53. So she can't do another mock battle yet. We're going to wait on that. Yes, Drixie, you do keep all your tiles. It just moves your base. Okay, so then yeah, I guess I'm moving in the right, I've been moving in the right direction this whole time. Apparently we've got a deal, we've got deals with Isengard and Gondor, which kind of makes sense. Gondor's looking, this is the saddest I've ever seen Gondor look. This is usually what Rohan looks like. So I guess we're moving up and fighting the dwarves and the elves then? Sounds good. Kevin Tapia, welcome to the stream. What is the maximum level that can be reached from the commanders? That would be level 50. Unless they've increased the level cap on us. There's an echo. Weird. What? Huh. How's that? Is there still an echo? Is it a bad echo? You just got Maltalk. How would you skill him? Oh, what? I can't remember. I would have to look at him again, to be honest. Because when I played with Maltalk, I didn't do anything with him until I got him to respect 5. And went into the warg heavy skill tree. But I didn't end up finding it paid off as well as it seems to with the enemy commanders. So his respect 1 and respect 3 skill trees would probably pay off better. That is what I can comfortably say about Maltalk. The 300th Spartan is back. How's it going? In my server, a group of guys got together, played the beta, and are kicking everyone's trash as the elves right now. Yeah, Spartan, we're kind of doing the same thing as Rohan. Do you know if one of those players in your server is a guy named Beerjin? Just curious. Because I'm wondering if that's where they ended up. Always count on Dory to be active. Alright, if you don't mind going and checking, I wouldn't be totally surprised. How about Shadow? More worth? Yeah, Shadow is definitely a good commander, and with him you want to go into the Undertaker tree to start. Go Undertaker. Sorry. I would go Undertaker, and then you've got the option, once you go Undertaker, you can either put some points into the sub-skills for Undertaker, or you can then start putting points into Black Numenorian to increase the focus damage, which would increase the poison damage from Undertaker. The other one you're going to want to take, though, with him is Black Arts, which is part of the Black Numenorian skill tree, as it's going to provide a heal block, and that is very important. Alright. We've got just over 10 minutes here. I think I'm going to... Alright, because we had Haldir and Pathinus over here. So we're going to get over to the 200. We're going to take the 200. I'll chat with y'all for... Wow, I just sounded... that was like Southern. I'm Canadian. Where'd that come from? I'll chat with you, everybody here for the final few minutes of the stream. And then we'll call it a night. It's been another fun time, as always. Kamul isn't focus damage quite as much, though. With Kamul, you don't really want to focus on... not... Kamul is, because his top tree is specifically focus damage, if I remember right now. I can't remember who I was thinking of. Is it the Witch King or the Undying? One of them, I think, doesn't do focus damage. But yeah, Kamul, he does the focus damage there. But he's got the second in command tree, which is really nice. Kamul does, anyway. I love the second in command tree. Hey, Aunt Jemima, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just jumping in at the end, unfortunately. We've got about 10 minutes left here. But feel free to hang out and chat. We got a bunch of cool people here. All friendly and fun. Just having a good time. Spending our Friday night or Saturday morning. I think that's all the time zones and dates covered. I doubt anyone would still be on a Thursday. I don't think anyone's gotten to Sunday yet, so I'm pretty sure Friday and Saturday covers it. We're almost, or no, we're into Saturday morning here too. So we're spending our Saturday morning just having some fun, taking some tiles. Getting ready to take our 200 tile to end the stream. We'll send all three. Who are we sending first? 1, 2, or 3. Aowen, Theoden, or Haldir. Rah, rah, rah. So Kamul or Shadow, what would be better to focus on? It's a little bit hard for me to truly say Berger, just because I didn't actually unlock Shadow in the last beta. I'm going to be like fully transparent about that. I didn't actually unlock Shadow in the last beta, so I didn't get personal experience with him. I'm just going off what I read from his skills. I almost feel like he's meant to be a focused damage version of an Agzok, where if he's built right with the Undertaker tree, Shape of the Void at Respect 5 seems like it could be really good. But then Ring Wraith is going to be good for him. He, like, all his skills would be beneficial. It just seems like he might be able to pump out a lot of commander damage, whereas he doesn't seem to have as much in the way of helping out his troops. And there are a lot of times where troops make more of a difference than commander damage. Now, if your commander puts out 300,000 damage on his own, then what does he need troops for, really? So if you can get him to that point, 300,000 is lofty, but if you can start seeing, high 100,000s to 200,000 damage near the late game with Shadow built as on the Undertaker build, then you've been doing things right, and he's a solid focus. The reason that I kind of push Kamul so much is because I did get to use him as he's that purchasable commander. So I had him early on, and I really did like that second in command skill tree because I liked using the Mountain Troll Reaper combination with it. I just found it a really synergistic troop and skill composition. So I may be a little biased. Yes, Lady C. So we've got on Aowen, we've got Cavaliers, Outriders, only the 180 that survived all these different battles, and 1,600 Cavalry Archers, the Tier 2 mounted archers from Elves. And then Theoden's got the Cavaliers as well, with Cavalry Archers. Haldir's got some Cavaliers with his Bearmen, and the Sharpshooters. You can't go wrong with Kamul, in my opinion. He's a really good commander. Not necessarily, Aunt Jemima. This is a little bit skewed because my Haldir and my Aowen perform much stronger than a 31 and a 33. They've got some pretty good gear, heavily strengthened and refined. I was able to get the respect levels boosted really early, so I've got extra skill points. These commanders have skills specifically to put out high numbers of damage and heal their troops. So there are reasons that I'm able to take these 200 tiles with these commanders. If it wasn't these troops, if it wasn't these commanders, I would be waiting until I had probably at least one level 35, and then probably a level 33 to 34, and maybe even a level 30 to 31 to back them up, just in case, and also making sure to have the proper units to counter what I expect to face. Alright guys, well, if nobody's going to tell me the order in which I send the commanders, I'm just going to send them. We got 4 minutes. It is going to take 2 minutes for Theoden to get there and 2 minutes for Aowen to get there, so I'll wait until my clock that I'm looking at says 12:58. And if nobody's told me a send order, I'm just sending. Alright. We're going. You know what? Haldir, just go start things off. I don't even care if they all die. Just go. And Theoden, or Eowyn, you go next. Theoden, you can be the big dog that marches in and finishes everybody off. You need this. Alright. We'll give it to you then, Hoop Date. This is the 200 tile to finish off the stream. So any last minute questions, we can try and lightning round. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, well, I'll show you how Haldir did then. Yeah, as you can see, Haldir didn't really have any units to counter any of this. He didn't have anything to take out the trolls, so the trolls did their job and soaked a ton of damage. They didn't die. These guys didn't die. And a bunch of my guys died. So that's a great example of why you don't want to send just kind of random troop compositions, at least if you're on the good side, against 200 tiles. You're guaranteed to run into trolls. I'm pretty certain of that. If you're on the evil side, it sounds like you're pretty guaranteed to run into mounted units of some sort, whether that's cavaliers or cataphracts. So be prepared. Preparation is key for 200. Why cavaliers instead of bow knights for the 200s? I don't have bow knights yet, but that's why I'm including cavalry archers. These guys here, yeah, we'll see it when, there we go. Anyway, just kick the shit out of that one. So, the cavalry archers, they're the tier 2 version of bow knights. But then I just run cavaliers and outriders along with them, again, because Eowyn's got they have abilities that just boost the mounted units. I've gotten this up to level 9 now, so it's doing 45% extra damage in that first round. This has been nerfed. This was 60%. Bastards. Those shadow nerfs. And there we go. Theoden came in and did exactly what he was supposed to do. Just finish these guys right off. So again, those are the kind of compositions that you might see on a 200 tile. Trolls and pirates. And then the other one that you're generally likely to see is either a Karoon, who these guys are a pain in the ass to deal with. They've got all these chances of being stunned. They recover health for their allies. Oh, and this one went tribal tactics. Yeah, each round, 2 enemy targets have a 20% chance of being stunned. And it is at max, so it's actually affecting all enemy units every round. It's no fun. When you start fighting these guys at level 50 and they've got the Respect 5 tree maxed, that's even worse. So anyone on the evil side as well, if you manage to be lucky enough to get Karoon, invest in him. He is worth it. But there we go. Tradition fulfilled. Once again, we've successfully taken a 200 tile to finish off the stream. It almost feels now like if I go to do this some night and I don't take the tile, I'm not going to be able to. And now I'm saying it, and so now somebody's going to hold me to it. I guarantee it. And I've already said enough of it that people have probably figured it out. So there's no point in not saying it. But like if I go to do this some night and I don't take the tile, I won't be able to end the stream. I have to take a 200 tile to end the stream. It's like the button won't appear without it. So luckily I took it this time, because I gotta get to bed. I'm tired as hell. I will be perfectly honest about that. I'm gonna enjoy some sleep tonight. I need more training after seeing this. Congrats on the 200. Thank you very much, Hoop Date. But yeah, I did mention again earlier to somebody, I think it was after they failed on a 200, unfortunately, that if you're in any kind of doubt about whether or not you're going to take a 200 plus tile, I think it's better to over prepare than under prepare. Yeah, exactly, Kristen F. And again, I'm sorry, I tried to explain that earlier, that, you know, I do still use a lot of endgame and tier 3 unit terms and names, mainly because you do spend more time with those units than you do the lower tier ones. So I just don't remember the names of the lower tier ones as easily as I do the tier 3 units. And so when I go to recall information, it's just like, oh yeah, the archers for Isengard, snipers. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, they're tier 3. What are the tier 2 ones called again? Shit, what are the tier 2 ones? See? This is... What are the oh yeah. Anyway, there you go. Case in point. They're Uruk archers. There we go. But yeah, with that being said, I don't see any more named in the server. Number 1 guy is Legolas. Gondor is attacking whilst my war and sleeps, so I'm going to go try and stop them. You go do that, Spartan. You go remind them that this is Sparta. I'm Isengard, I don't even know. There you go, Berger. But yeah, it's been a great night. Had a lot of fun with everybody. Thank you very much for showing up and being here with us. Before I leave, though, I do want to do a few shout outs. I want to say a big thank you to my patrons, Lady C, Cody, and King Dead. Amazing people, amazing players, amazing people to have in the chat. Another shout out that I want to do, and this isn't one that I don't even think like I'm not required or whatever. It's just something that I think is you know, good for them. If you're enjoying the like background music that I put on for the videos that I put out and the background music going on in the stream here, it's actually provided free by at least the one guy that I know, Harris Heller. He's got a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel. You can check him out. But Stream Beats, he puts it out on Spotify. You can download it for free. You can go download it from, there's another place, I can't remember where you go and download it, but you can find it, I'm sure. But yeah, it's just free, copyright-free music for people to use in videos and stuff like this. He said, you know, he wants to put it out there, never gonna have to worry about a DMCA. And it really takes the stress out of the audio part out of it. I'm hoping, I try and keep the playlists kind of fresh and download new ones and mix and match them every now and then so that it doesn't get stale. But at the moment, it's just a great way to take the stress out of the audio side of things. I can just go in, throw a playlist on, have it on random, repeat, and, you know, it seems like decent tracks to have on in the background. So I think that's all the thank yous and whatnots that I wanted to give. Once again, huge shout out to the patrons, though. Again, Lady C, King Dead, Cody, friggin' amazing. I love all you guys, though. Thank you so much. Until next time, which will be Monday around the same time, same bat time, same bat channel type thing. Good luck on whatever battlefield you find yourself on. Transition.